quick disclaimer, this is going to be quite a long video, so grab a brew, sit down, relax, and enjoy garden talk. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I thought I would do a bit more of an in-depth video of what's going on in the garden, my plans for this summer. I look at all the plants and how they're doing. By this point my neighbours must think I'm absolutely crazy because this is the third video I've filmed in about half an hour in the garden, just wandering around talking to myself on my phone. But it's starting to get warmer, the sun is out in beautiful sunny North Devon. It's about 8:30 in the morning, so we're starting to get a lot more sun in the garden, and halfway through the day the sun is probably about halfway down the wall at the moment, so that's good. First thing on the agenda this year, let me see if I can just zoom out a minute. No, can't zoom out. It was worth a try. So first job on the list is to paint this fence. What am I talking about? You can tell it's early in the morning. Paint this wall. I don't know if you can see, I mean we haven't painted this in about 6 years. So all the mottling, all the dirty bits on the bottom, it's just not looking very nice. So I want to tidy that up before the plants get into action. I've just done a Musabaju update, and I have just done a Insete update. If you haven't watched them, please check them out, and I will put them up here somewhere. So let's have a look at what's going on. So the Fatsia, if this will actually focus, are starting to push out new growth, which is nice. I always forget what this is called. Cosmia, something like that. The Washingtonia robusta are looking a little bit sorry for themselves. It's not really picking it up on camera very well. Let me try and get out of the light and see if you can see any better. Everything's just looking a bit tattered at the moment. Fronds are looking a bit not good. They were looking all good until, I'd probably say 2 weeks ago, when we had all the excessive rain and everything's starting to just look a bit tattered now. I think in my last update of my Washingtonias, they just pushed out this leaf, and this one behind. Where's my other one? And this one. So this one was new, this one was new, and that one was new. So they're already starting to push out this one. This one's not come on as much, and neither is this one. But I've been watching a couple of videos where people say if you cut off most of the fronds each year, it will actually encourage the plant to push upwards rather than girthy. I don't know if that's true, but I'm going to give it a go this year and see if I can get some vertical height rather than bushiness out of this, purely because it's a triple. You can see my little camera ups there. They've been living in my hallway rent-free for the last couple of months, purely because they're in pots and they were cracked and I didn't want them to freeze. But they're all looking pretty good. The mottling, I mean, I think these palms are £10 from B&M. So they had a little bit of mottling on the leaves, and they seem to have grown out of that. And this one's pushing out 1, 2, 3 fronds from the main plant, the little offshoots, and pushing out new growth, which is good. This is my sorry looking Musella Laciocarpa, or the golden lotus banana. This was looking beautiful until I'd probably say 6 weeks, maybe 8 weeks ago. We had some hard frost, but still very firm here. The pups still quite firm. This is the first time I've ever overwintered anything, so it is all trial and error and learning from mistakes. I'm hoping, they say this is hardier than the Musabaju, so I'm hoping that this one comes back to life when it gets a little bit warmer. I'm going to have to try and dodge the dog poo. Phoenix Canariensis is looking spectacular, absolutely amazing. The only damage that this one's got is literally just on the very ends of that frond, so I'm quite happy with that. This Canariensis, on the other hand, is looking very sorry for itself, a bit like the Washingtonia. This one had a lot of transplant shock when I first planted it. I think I've lost four fronds, possibly, maybe 5. I'm going to lean more towards 4, but they're just looking not very happy. I have been gently tugging on the middle spear to see if that's going to come out, but like I said, I think we only saw minus 1.9 in the garden, and that was on, I think, one night. We haven't really got any lower than that. What else can I talk about? My Trachycarpus, for the most cold hardy palm in the garden, is looking, in my opinion, awful. Since I bought it, it's always had these, if it will focus, will it focus? Come on. Do excuse my grown up nails, I'm having them done on Tuesday. But it's all become, there we go, all brown and orange on the ends. I'm not really quite sure why. So if anyone knows the reason or has any ideas, please comment below. Any tips will be greatly appreciated. I don't think I've got anything else special around here. No. So, let's talk about what I'm thinking about this year. These 2 bananas, or clumps of bananas, are going to have to move. Because at the end of last year, this sort of turned into a bit of a banana grove. And I sort of just want a bit more structure. So I want the bananas to be tallest to the back. Want a little bit of sort of mid-height here, and then let the palms grow up. I'm going to be moving this. I'm not sure if I'm going to move this one or this one, the actual mother plant. And I'm going to put it right in this spot here. So I'm going to trim this bush down into a nice little ball again and put that there, because I want a bit of symmetrical height. So we'll have the height here, and I want some height here. Where the grass is dead here, I'm going to bring the border forwards so we've got more, because last year I thought that was going to be enough. Definitely isn't. Trying to fill big plants like insettes and bananas in the back is very cramped. So I wanted a little bit more space, and I think I'm going to take this into a sort of semicircle, so probably from there all the way up and round, just to give me a little bit more planting area. Who knows, in a couple of years I might just make all this bed. I'm having a brain freeze now, give me a sec. my camera ops, and what you didn't see on this video is that I've been stood here for 5 minutes trying to figure out what these are called, with major brain freeze, brain fog, whatever you want to call it. These aren't staying in the pots, so I'm thinking about putting one out the front, and I'm thinking have the musabajus here, one of the insettes here. I eventually want to get a Tetrapanax. Let me zoom out so you can see. So I eventually want a Tetrapanax sort of here, growing up into a tree and give it a bit of canopy. So I'll have bananas there. And I'm thinking about, once this is here, maybe putting one of my camera ops towards the front, putting some, I don't know, big cannas at the back. It's all just ideas at the moment, but I definitely want to move this banana. This one, I might put the main stem at the front, and then sell the pups. So I'll keep the main stem, but I'll be selling the pups because I haven't got enough room for about 30 bananas. And obviously with this big gap gone, I'm going to put I don't know actually where to put the ensete. So I'm trying to visualise. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll take these palms out and see if I can visualise better. There we go, that's loads better. So these bananas won't be here. I'm thinking of either putting the ensete sort of behind here. These bananas will push out and bunch up next to this. I can never remember the name of it because it's not my plant, that's why. So I'm thinking of putting an ensete there just to give it a bit of razzle dazzle. Voila! I feel like I'm on Blue Peter. This is one I made earlier. So obviously it'll be not in the pot, so it'll be a little bit lower down. But I'm thinking, this is red with all the big green foliage behind it. I think that will look amazing. So this is what I was thinking. So I've mapped things out. So obviously it'll be a lot better. These won't be here. That banana won't be there. But now I've mapped it out, I'm thinking I've actually got a lot of space to play with. I'm loving it. The grass looks 10 times thicker already just by moving the stones. The ensete is going to be there. Like I said, I want the Ramusa Bajus next to that. And I'm thinking I've got palm. I'm really not. I'm not holding out much hope for that Phoenix Canariensis. I have a feeling that's not going to do well, so I'm going to have to rip that out. But this one's doing really well, so I've got a plan ahead, size-wise. This is going to get huge. But in this garden, I will keep it extra trimmed, so it's mainly just the top fronds. I know people don't like it, but in this space, I want the effect, but don't want the whole plant, really. But yeah, visualising in March. I'm definitely excited to get some more done. I've got colocasias growing in the house. I've just planted my cannas. But how tropical does that look already? It's starting to look like a barren, it went from a barren wasteland to something a little bit more tropical in about 10 minutes. And if anyone could tell me what these are, my garden is completely covered in them. So when it's not as wet as it is today, I'm going to have to go around and rip it all out. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is my can never say it properly. My mouth just doesn't work. Calla lily. I didn't think these were hardy, but that's why I planted it and it started to sprout a little bit. But I'm not sure what this is either. Sorry, I got sidetracked a minute ago. So that's what I was talking about. I'm thinking this isn't going to be there. So maybe have the camera ops slightly more to this side, so it's not taking up as much room with that. But I'm thinking I want to put a palm tree on my mum's side, but don't tell her. Obviously she's gonna realise if I put one there, but yeah, I think that's it for the back garden. I will just go out the front and show you how my other Washingtonia are doing. They're not here. For the first time in a few months. They are back out here. Looking very tough. Well, a lot of these leaves look fine. The underneath ones are looking a bit dead and tatty, and but I'm going to do the same with these two plants. I'm going to cut off probably all but 3 fronds and see if it pushes. I might even do one with and one without cutting and see which one gets the biggest by the end of the season. But what I've noticed, I don't know if you can see, where this palm tree is, these have never grown like this before. You used to get 1 or 2, But since I've had these here, the amount of foliage behind is astonishing. There's my little colocasia getting a bit battered around in the wind. That one's just sprouting too. That one's looking nice. That one's just about to. That one's not quite there yet. But yeah, it's me in the reflection. So I think that is about it for today, guys. Hopefully in the next coming days everything dries up a little bit so I can get into the garden. Obviously the insetties I will not be planting until the risk of frost is completely gone. But I will be, well, I'll bring them in for tonight and tomorrow, and then I will be probably leaving these outside. I'll probably put them here, or I might even leave them where they are, because I'm going to be about 14-15 degrees in the day and about 7-8 degrees at night, so they'll be fine. Might get a little bit of sun scorch, but because they grow so quickly I'm really not too bothered about it. But yeah, if you have liked this video, guys, and you're liking how tropical everything's looking so far, or if you have any ideas on where to position things, and well, if you've just got any ideas of how I can make things look more tropical and jungly and give it some more structure, then please comment below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel because it really helps me out. And I will see you on the next one. Oh, and don't forget to leave a palm tree emoji in the comments. Alright, see you in the next one, guys. Bye.